Okay, gotta get used to this camera.
Look at those palm trees, damn!
Hi guys, my name is Abigail Joy. This is The Pursuit of Joy, and today I have 5 November favorites for you. I also do have 2 planty-related things for you as well today. So let's get into it. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead, click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. Notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. And if you happen to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Other than that, let's get into it. So you will notice some greenery already around me. I am going to start with one that I've put up on my Instagram recently, and this is the ALOCASIA Black Velvet. The Latin or scientific name is REGINULA. And yeah, it's gorgeous. This is the newest leaf. It's still hardening off. This is the second newest leaf, and this is a pretty decent size. This was the leaf that came to me, and since then it has put out this new little growth point in my care. So I'm excited. I think I'm going to be able to keep this guy alive, unlike my last little ALOCASIA Black Velvet plug that I had in LECA. That was in my final plant haul of 2020, I believe. Yeah, this guy is in my living room that has a southwest facing window. It is pretty close to the front door as we speak, which might need to change as we are now getting pretty cold outside here in Toronto. No, there has been no snowfall yet, or none that's settled on the ground, but it is getting cold, so I might need to move this guy away from the door, but I will still keep him in the living room with this good light. And yeah, the ridging, the veining, the veination is absolutely gorgeous on this plant. I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell. And the backs are just as gorgeous in my opinion. We've got that kind of reddy purpley color on the back. It's gorgeous. So ALOCASIA Black Velvet, that is definitely one of my favorites this month, and it's been doing well for me. So I think actually all of the plants in this video are going to be plants that have done well for me. Yeah. So number 2, actually let's do a planty-related favorite, and that's going to be, it doesn't look like what you think it is, but this is my MARPHYL, my fish poop. And this guy is the best all-around natural fertilizer that I have found, other than worm castings. And worm castings work differently. This guy, you water with it. So I water my plants with this guy about every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how well my plants are growing. If they are putting out new pushing out new growth, then you should still be fertilizing. Just because we're going into winter in the Western Hemisphere here, it doesn't mean that you just stop fertilizing your plants, because as long as they're pushing out new growth, then they will gladly take any fertilizer you give them. Sorry, no, I take that back. Maybe not too much. There is such thing as fertilizer burn, if you haven't already heard. So do be careful. Don't go crazy with it. Usually they have instructions on the bottle of most fertilizers. But I love my MARPHYL. It's natural fish poop. It's all around, and my plants seem to love it too. So I can't complain. So that is my planty-related favorite for now. And then I'm going to move on to this gorgeous specimen. Oh my gosh, I drool every time. And this guy has been so easy for me. This is the variegated BURLE MARX philodendron. And I got this guy in one of my planty male videos, and it only had, I think, 4, maybe 5 leaves at the time. I got it from Rose, shout out to Rose, and it has just thrived ever since. It is directly above me in the middle of this shelf here, and it gets really bright. It's mostly indirect, but sometimes even direct light from the south here. So it is super happy. It just keeps putting off more variegation each time. Let me show you here. So we have this kind of a leaf, and then it went to that kind of a leaf, and then we went fully cream. So, and this is the new leaf here. It looks a decent size again. I just took a cutting of this actually for my best friend Claudia, who I'm sure you've heard me mention before on this channel if you have been following along. And she, I'm sure, will do very well with it. Philodendrons are quite easy, watered usually around once a week, 7 to 10 days. Usually a light airy mix is good for this guy. And yeah, it is loving the southwest facing window. So I actually desperately need to repot this guy. If you can see, he's in a plastic cup inside of a glass here, and there's a little bit of water at the bottom, if you can see, with some algae in there. But these guys actually prefer their watering more on the heavy side anyways, because their leaves are quite thin. So it's been happy for now, but I think it's getting to the point where it could really benefit from a repot. So I guess there will be a repot with me in the near future. Okay, so Philodendron BURLE MARX Variegata, that was my plant favorite number 2. And number 3, let's do this guy, because I got this guy. Oof, he's a heavy one, he's a big one. I got this guy not too long ago from a local lady on Facebook Marketplace. She had 2 of them for $15 each, and they look like their box store. Here, let me take it out of the pot for you. Let's get a closer look. If I can manage to do this without breaking something or spilling soil everywhere. So $15 for this huge guy. I don't even know whether I can get him all in the frame, but he's awesome. I actually have already taken a cutting from him too, and he still looks this big and full. There are new leaves popping out everywhere. Oh, just in case I haven't said already, this is a MONSTERA DELICIOSA. This guy is a staple in any houseplant collector's collection, and it has started to fenestrate fairly well. I think this is one of the newest leaves here, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? I don't know. I'm still getting used to the screen above my camera, my new camera. I am shooting with a camera for the first time. Hallelujah. It's taken me a year, but I finally have a mic and a camera, and I'm not dealing with technology that doesn't like me anymore, so I'm happy. Anyways, back to the MONSTERA. I mean, I just couldn't believe for $15, and he's in such good health. Let's see, this is one of the newest leaves unfurling here. And as you know from my fall plant tour that came out 2 weeks ago now, my MONSTERA that I've had for so long is... I've tried to rehab this guy. I rehabbed it, got it from Facebook, and I've been trying to rehab this guy for 1.5 years now. And it's still alive, but it's just been through so much root rot, so many mealy bugs. It's hanging on in there, but it's starting to get frustrating, and MONSTERAs, as I said, are a staple, so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna get another one. I am not gonna give up on this guy, this other guy that I've had for a long time. I'm gonna chop him up, so there'll probably be a video on that one. I'm gonna have a crap ton of Monstera if I do that, if it all goes successfully. But this guy is also in my living room getting southwest light, and he's pretty happy right now. I've gotta figure out what to do with him because he's taking up a lot of space right now. So I've got some rearranging and repotting to do. So I'm sure you will see some of that in the near future, but that is the Monstera DELICIOSA that I'm super happy about. And obviously I got soil everywhere. Let's put him back up there so you can see him. He's cute. I like him. Let's do my second non-plant, but planty-related favorite of November. So I've got this to show you. I guess my second planty-related thing is just upcycled glass. I know I've said it before on this channel, and I know I have already linked Charmaine's channel at Unplant Parenthood, and I will again. But I love the way she holds and displays her plants. Most of the time, she does it in clear glass vases, upcycled or Valley Village or whatever. I think all of mine I've found on the side of the road, so super happy about that. I mean, it's really awesome because you get to see what's going on inside. So I put my leca at the bottom and then my moss, and that seems to be really, really, really beneficial for my plants in my environment here, and the care that I give them. So, upcycle, it's good for the planet. I mean, I don't want things going into a garbage landfill anymore, so let's just make use. What is it? Reduce, reuse, recycle, something like that. So that is my second and last planty-related favorite of November. And then I have two more, right? Yeah, I did 3 plant favorites, so I've got 2 more. I'm gonna show you this one for my fourth one. This is the Philodendron EXIMIUM. It is so freaking button cute. Like that leaf shape. The wonky, fat, cute heart shape. I freaking love this thing, and I love its growth pattern. It's kind of crazy. So I wanted to keep this on to show you its growth pattern because this leaf just fell off. It was slowly yellowing and just fell off today. Actually, I have it here as I was pulling it out to show you guys. This one has fell off in the acclimation process, but it is putting out this gorgeous little new growth point. And it's so weird because this is the newest leaf, but it's not coming from here. It's coming from this stem. So I'm really excited to learn this guy's kind of weird growth pattern because it is so not normal. I'm not used to it, but I freaking love it. I'm so in love with this thing. I didn't know that I would love this as much as I do when I walked into Secret Garden. I don't know what else to say about it other than like I really am in love with this plant. So, and actually now that I'm looking, we have even, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but down there somewhere, we have a new growth point. And that makes me super happy. I only just saw that, so yay, Philodendron EXIMIUM. I had no idea, never heard of this plant before I bought it, so yeah, this one has been super rewarding, and I'm sure it will continue to be. So last but not least, I have also shared this one on my Insta lately because it is, oh, it's to die for. The Philodendron TAHITI, or MAYOI. Oh, like that leaf shape again, like I guess I'm all about leaf shape. I do like veination too, and the velvety leaves, but I don't know, leaf shape is so important for me. I feel like it's the base of how I'm gonna tell, baseline of how I'm gonna tell whether I like a plant or not. Anywhoosies, so this guy's got 2 plants in it here. This is a new leaf here. And this is a new leaf here. This guy is in my kitchen, actually, so it doesn't get much natural light. It's kind of northeast facing in there, and it's only got a very small window, so we have a fan in the ceiling, which we put a full spectrum bulb in, and I have that on about 12 hours a day, I would say, on average. So the plants in there do absolutely fine because they get that supplement, and they're super, super hardy growth bulbs. If you want to check out what I do use, I will link my grow bulb or grow light video up in the cards here for you. I talk all about the grow lights and how my experience has been with them in terms of what to do with them, and I also link them in the description in that video, so go check that out if you want to. But the Philodendron Tahiti, like, it just doesn't stop growing. I got this guy in the late spring, early summer of this year, 2021. I put it straight outside on the porch because it was already warm enough for it to sit there. It loved being outside, and it has put out new growth ever since being inside too, so it's super happy. This guy, he's not in a very big pot, so I'm thinking I might have to repot him maybe even before spring, but we'll see. For now, he's cool. Got another growth point somewhere here. Can I show you? There you go. Okay. So Philodendron Tahiti or Mayoi, very like palm-like foliage, and again, it's a philodendron, so they're pretty easy, they're pretty rewarding. I think they're one of my favorite species besides palms, so any philodendron that looks like a palm, I'm all about it. So yeah, those have been my 5 favorites for November, plus 2 planty-related favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below and let me know what your November favorites are, plants or planty-related. I wish you well on your pursuit of joy, and until next time, peace. Okay, it's gonna be so nice to film and not have to stop every 2 minutes to put my phone in the freezer.
Look at those palm trees, damn!